Welcome to the Beacons, a place for faith in the everyday man, a podcast where we shine a light on what it truly means to live out faith in the real world. This isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about being honest with ourselves about the struggles, the doubts, the small victories or losses that shape our walk with God every single day. Each week, we'll explore stories, lessons, and conversations that help us see how faith shows up, just not just in church on Sunday, but in our homes, our work, or our everyday lives within our choices. So whether you're driving to work, take a quiet moment after a long day, or just looking for a bit of encouragement, I invite you to join us on this journey of finding strength, hope, and a purpose in the ordinary moments of life. So, Joe,
What's up?
how's your faith this week?
This week is pretty good.
Yeah, what's been your struggles? What's been your highlights? What's been your lows?
I don't know. Me and my brother went riding dirt bikes the other day. That was probably a highlight. Just seeing the views of the mountains and hills and stuff. But I haven't really had too many lows this week. How about you?
It's been a typical week. You got your highs, your lows, your everyday struggles, trying to find purpose in life with your family.
No?
What's one of your topics you want to explore?
Uh, I guess probably the one I want is like the idolization of worldly things of the world.
Like when Oregon beat Penn State.
Yeah, yeah, struggled with that a lot. When something as simple as a game ruins your weekend and your week, you got a problem.
It is, but there was a lot of synchronicities that we found out too.
Yeah, between
Between
uh,
certain Bible verses, it just correlated with the worship of false idols, and
yeah, with certain events that happened, I was sick for a whole week after.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that you guided me through that pretty good. I appreciate that.
Well, we need each other, man. Can't do this alone sometimes.
Yeah,
What other false idols do you find troubling at times?
that was my big one. I'm sure there's a couple that I probably don't think I want to consider idols, but maybe are in the eyes of not me. Oh, because I didn't think Penn State was a problem. And then you're like, maybe. And I was like, well, you're probably right.
I mean, I don't think it was necessarily a problem. It was just can't have two masters.
Nope. Oh, do you have anything? Any idols? Anything you?
I want to say time management for myself. A lot of struggles there, just trying to maintain a nice, healthy balance between work, being a husband, being a father,
Mm,
you know, reading the good news of the book, just staying up to date with that. Just feels like my time gets consumed by not very good things at times,
yeah. But I'd say like for me, time management, it'd just be being on my phone.
which I think is just part of society today. And
Yeah. Well,
technology's everywhere.
depends on what you do with it too. Like you said, Bible app. If you're using that, or if you're on social media, focusing on.
But that's also where it comes in handy because technology, being on my phone when we're hunting this week, being in the blind, being able to read it,
Mm-hmm.
being able to catch up. So, it's a double edged sword with technology. You can use it to your advantage, but then also me playing video games at night with my buddies. You could definitely probably utilize my time better than just doing that at times. But you do need your away time,
Mm-hmm.
your personal space. But
For sure.
maybe that's where some of my false idleness comes in. I'll just be consumed by, you know, playing video games with my buddies in the evening and instead of doing better things with my time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no different. I stay in the house and I'm just on my phone.
But even hunting, that takes away time, you know, life balance.
It does take up time, but you're in God's creation.
Yeah, but think about this week. It was my on-call week. I'm taking my work phone up there and dealing with work stuff sometimes from a hunting stand. The chance of having to leave, like taking risks
Just
and
adding a little
stress.
bit more stress, yeah.
So with that added stress, you don't always get to enjoy everything that, you know, God has provided us to witness.
Yep. Well, that's one of the reasons I want to start traveling a little bit. Go see some national parks in the U.S., mountains, views, stuff I don't really see here.
What's on your bucket list?
I want to go to Yosemite next year.
Very nice. Very nice. Anything specific in Yosemite you want to go after?
Uh,
Like something specific or just saying that you were there?
just saying, not even saying I was there, just being able to go on, hike some trails, get some physical activity in, but also just being able to take in the views there.
Which is probably a great perk for being young and single and have that luxury, which I don't always have. Being married, with a son,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, you have other blessings in life.
we do. And what you sometimes count as a blessing, I count as a curse, and sometimes vice versa.
Yeah.
Single life can be a curse as well, and also a blessing, but so can a family.
Mhm.
It's the
Yeah.
roller coaster that we're always on.
For sure. For sure.
Any other national parks?
Uh, maybe Zion, but I haven't done too much research. Just a little bit on Yosemite. Just seeing some videos on social media. Seems really cool. And it's one thing to watch a video, but it's another thing to go see it with your eyes.
Mm-hmm. So, what about your struggles? What do you struggle with the most with everyday life?
What do I struggle with?
You
But
know,
it depends on
because
what.
because one of our past conversations, it just comes to mind that I know you and I had. Most people turn for guidance when they're in a time of need, not when everything's going great. When you recently got back from Penn State from the Oregon loss,
Yeah.
and you were sick, you actually turned away instead of asking for help, and you kind of felt weak in your faith during that time, and was actually more gracious because you welcome him in when times are great, but you kind of turn away from him when things aren't going so good, which is
Yeah.
normally the opposite of what most people do.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's different, but I don't. I don't necessarily like other people solving my problems. Not that that doesn't include God, but I would just say, for some reason, I just think about him more when things are going good,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
rather than when things are going bad.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've been trying to do a very balanced thing of coming to him when things are great, when things are rocky, or when things are just overwhelming.
Hmm.
Just looking for that guidance because I realized that he can show me a better way than I can create myself. That's just how it works out better for me.
Yes, but
He definitely gives me a clearer path and an easier path with him than me struggling against him.
and you might see this more clearly than me, but where I have trouble is like, where does he want me to go? And I don't know if anybody does, but I don't have that clear picture. I mean, I have an idea, but I just don't have that.
No, I agree, man. I question that a lot. What my path is. Am I on the path? Am I
Hmm.
going against his path? Like, should I be doing something else than what my current like situation is with work? Am I fulfilling what I'm supposed to be fulfilled down here, like my purpose?
Yeah, that's where it's nice. With me, I'm young. I still have a lot of time to figure it out. Well, hopefully, depends on depends on what the Lord has in store for me. But
So, where are you currently at in the book? Like, where you at reading wise?
I don't. I know. So I've been hanging around the Gospels with John and Luke, but I haven't done. I should do. I haven't done a lot of. I haven't done some. I haven't done regular reading in a while of the book.
I'm in that same spot. I'm definitely in the Gospels, pretty heavy. I'm also going back into the Old Testament some, like in Psalms and different things. Uh, it's just the Gospels are definitely a grounding place for me. I mean, that's just how it works. Especially if I am having, a rough evening or day or week, the Gospels just kind of smooth everything out,
Yeah,
puts everything back into perspective.
for sure. So like when I know you're having a rougher day, I try to send you something from Luke because I know.
Yeah, yeah, Luke definitely holds a special place.
Yeah,
That was the good start for me, where everything really kind of took hold. Everybody's different, but that's just where it brought me into, sucked me in like a good movie or a good book.
yeah. And then I think I was kind of bouncing around when you started actually reading that, and then kind of got on the same path for a little bit, where our journey started.
Yeah, so that I mean that's kind of the start. Uh, so kind of the end things and kind of come to an end for today. We are the Beacons, just kind of two guys getting together, talk about life, our struggles, our ups, our downs, and you get to hear it. Hopefully, this will help you
Yep,
or ask questions. Get involved with our conversations. We welcome you.
yep. If we're wrong about something or maybe not on the right track, we're open for discussion.
But all right, man. I guess we'll pick up here in the next few days and put another episode out.
Sounds good.
All right. We'll see you.